Hello everyone, welcome back to FPL STAR. Today I gonna discuss about weekly transfer plan for Game Week 1. So before starting, if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel for FPL content throughout the season. Now let's start. In this video, I have divided Game Week 1 transfer into 5 categories. They are essential, differential, sell, hold and ignore. Essential are those kind of players which have very high ownership, and if you don't have this kind of player, they will hurt your rank. And differential on the other hand are those kind of players which have very low ownership but they can help you to get rank boost. And sell is the player you need to sell from your team, and hold is the player I think you should hold your team, though in preseason they are not performing well. And ignore is the player they are performing well in preseason, but I don't think they are good pick, and that's why they are in the ignore category. Now move on to the first essential player for Game Week 1, and it's obviously Erling Haaland. His ownership is 86.3%, and if you look at his point in last season, he got 272 points, scoring 36 goals and also provide 9 assists. His point per match is 7.77, which is highest among all the playing forward, midfielder or defender. And if you look at Erling Haaland, he is the main striker for Manchester City, and they have got favorable fixture. In Game Week 1, he has got Burnley away. In Game Week 3, he has got Sheffield United away, and in Game Week 4, he has got Fulham home. So that's an easy fixture for Erling Haaland, and Erling Haaland usually scoring a lot of goal, and he's a very clinical finisher. And I think in Game Week 1 a lot of FPL manager gonna captain him, so his effective ownership might be 160%. So if you don't have Haaland and he score brace or hat-trick, then you will struggle. So that's why he's in the essential category and the first player in this list. Now move on to the second essential player, and it's Estupinian. He is from Brighton, and I think in 5 billion he is an underpriced defender. And if you look at his playing, he is playing in the left back position and very attacking left back. And as a 5 million defender, I think he's a must own, and his ownership is 51%. This means above half of the FPL manager has got Estupinian. So if you don't have Estupinian in your team, you will struggle in Game Week 1, 2 or 3. So that's why he is a must, and I put him in the essential category. If you look at his stat in last season, he was looked to be a nailed player for Brighton. In last season, he played 35 matches, got 128 points, and among them, Brighton maintained 10 clean sheet, which is not good, but I still think that Estupinian is a great pick because of his attacking capability. He scored 1 goal and also provides 7 assists, and his expected goal involvement ratio is 0.27, which is good, and that's why I put Estupinian in the essential category. Now move on to the first differential player for Game Week 1 is Jack Grealish, and he is totally nailed for Manchester City. If you look at Manchester City other attacker, Foden, Bernardo Silva or Julian Alvarez, other than Haaland, everyone has got rotation list, but I think Grealish looked to be more nailed. In left wing position, he's the number 1 choice for Pep Guardiola, so I think he will play for Manchester City most of the match. And as Manchester City got favorable fixture, so you can go for Jack Grealish, but his underlying data doesn't look that much good. His expected goal per night is 0.22, which is not good, but his expected goal assist per night is 0.32, which is good. So you can go for a Jack Grealish because he's a sure starter for Manchester City, and he's a good player to provide assist also, and his ownership is just 7.5%, a very good differential player. Now move on to the second differential player for Game Week 1, and it's Chilwell. And in preseason he's playing as a left back for Chelsea, but he's playing very advanced and also taking the set pieces and corner for Chelsea. If you look at Chelsea this season, in preseason they are scoring more goal, and Chilwell playing very attacking football, and that's why I put him in the differential category, because he has got great potential as he's going to opponent third a lot of the time in the box, sometime taking shots, so he can give you point. In last season he was injured most of the time, and that's why he just played 23 match and got 70 points. But this season I think he has great possibility to get a lot of points. That his expected goal per night is quite similar to Estupinian, but his ownership is just 8.7%, so I think he can help you to get rank boost. Now move on to the sale category, and first player in the sale category is Trippier. His ownership is 34.9%, but if you look at Newcastle fixture at the beginning of the season, all hard fixture, and I don't expect Newcastle to maintain clean sheet in those matches. Though Trippier is a very good player, he taking the set pieces for Newcastle. It's a good thing for your team, but I don't think in game week 1, 2, 3, 4 he's a good pick, and that's why you need to sell him if you still have him, because his ownership is 34.9%. So a lot of FPL manager have got Trippier, so you need to sell him. Now move on to the second sell for game week 1, and it's Pickford. His fixture looks good, but Everton defense are a joke. I think in last season they conceded around 66 goals, so it's a high amount of goal. A goalkeeper, if concede that amount of goal, he will get negative point for every 2 goal in a match, so that's not ideal. And also his save per match is good, 3.35, but his point per match is 3.35, which is not quite good for a goalkeeper. You can go for other goalkeeper like John Stone, even Placken. If Ryan leave Brentford, then he will be a good option. And 5 million bracket there is Ramsdale, Onana, so you can go for a lot of goalkeepers. So if you are still have Pickford owner, then you need to sell him, because I don't think he is a good pick for game week 1. Now move on to the first player in whole category, and it's Martinelli from Arsenal. If you look at his last season stat, in last season he scored 15 goals, which is highest among all the Arsenal attackers. So I think this season he should start for Arsenal, but in preseason match you see that a lot of the time Martinelli wasn't in the field. That's not an ideal case, but I still think in game week 1 he will start. That is the reason I put Martinelli in the whole category. If you still have Martinelli in your team, you need to hold him for game week 1. Now move on to the second whole player in this list, and it's Luke Shaw. A lot of FPL managers selling Luke Shaw as Onana signed for Manchester United. They think that Luke Shaw's bonus point will not be there, as Onana will distribute the ball. But I think that if Manchester United defense improve, then it will obviously help Luke Shaw, and he can get more clean sheet. And if there is more clean sheet, so there is more chance to get bonus point, and that's why he is in the whole category. Now move on to the first ignore player in game week 1, and it's Bowen. In preseason match he is playing very well, scoring 3 goals already. I think he is a good player, but I think for game week 1 he's an ego, because in last season if you look at his playing time, in 38 matches he just scored 6 goals and provide 9 assists, and if you look at West Ham performance is not also good, so that's why I think you should ignore Bowen. And if you look at his expected goal per 90 is 0.28 and expected assist per 90 is 0.19, which is also not good, so that's why you should ignore Bowen for your team. And also he has got 2 hard fixtures in game week 2 and game week 3. Now move on to the second ignore player for game week 1, and it's Darwin Núñez. In preseason he is playing well, but he has got minute risk for game week 1, because there are a lot of forward in Liverpool side. If you look at the Liverpool attack, there is Luis Diaz, Jota, Darwin Núñez, Gakpo are playing for 2 spots, so there will be rotation. And also Darwin Núñez finishing is not up to the mark, so I don't think Darwin Núñez cover Salah. If you want to go for a Liverpool asset, it should be Salah, because he is totally nailed. But other than Darwin Núñez should not be a good pick for game week 1, and that's why you should ignore Darwin Núñez. And now I will summarize them all in essential category. It's all Haaland and Estupinian, and the differential player for game week 1 is Jack Grealish, Chilwell, and you need to sell if you have Trippier and Pickford in your team. And whole player is Martinelli, Luke Shaw, and you should ignore Bowen and Núñez. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and if you are new in this channel, obviously subscribe this channel for FPL content throughout the season, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Good luck for your team.